so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paulo. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run. Now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Durham. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball in the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they...
Wide open spaces. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Lets it fly. Intercepted.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looks as if he's going to run it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Off the RPO, complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Brings it in down the left side. Turning it on. Turning on the Jets. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And how about... Big strike down the field. I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5. Line and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Pocket breaking down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
The give to the single back. Kind of play that can really get a drive going.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Loads to the wide out. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. LSU. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the direct snap, it's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
That's caught. It's Young. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know...
There he goes! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Pulls it in. It's Hale.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to throw it again. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Alabama quickly back to the line. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Looking to throw at Simpson. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Give to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. With a big play on this 3rd and long. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. LSU is quick to the line. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Steps away to find some room. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 25. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Using his legs, it's Durham. He breaks a tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after... 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got a little space. It's a seam wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. The quick out. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Line getting set on 2nd down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man on the right. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. it's Simpson. Right on the money.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on the offense?
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Here comes the heat. Good completion on the out. Tackle made it at the 9-yard line. After the catch, it'll be first and goal.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. From the gun, looking for a man. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
LSU.
Got the quick completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. LSU right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. For Alabama, 7, LSU, 3.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Second down coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge. Momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
On the ready.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. That's caught, it's Edwards.
Job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback. Perfect job.
Now the play fake. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Tail. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
And some room to work. Oh, out of space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, he's looked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He stopped behind the line again. Had the earlier fumble. They have flat bottled him up in this one. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. On target to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Brown. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field.
Got enough space. Touchdown LSU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Here comes the option. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on fourth down from the 17. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Down, and a field goal is not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Under fire. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. The sneak scores it.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback extends the play. That should be the final play of the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
down. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. He's loose. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, LSU! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the move, he fires. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Ready, break. Clear.
Looking for room. It's Barry. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 10. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU built its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Russell. Sets up the screen. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the ground with the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, put that 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard.